Hi, I'm Nikki, author of Chicken Keeping Pure and Simple, and the creator of Purely Chickens here on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. You can find my books and all my information at purelychickens.com. Today I'm going to be putting together a watering system for my chickens that takes away this hose in my yard. For years I've been tired of filling up 5-gallon buckets every week for my chickens. I also work a little bit with Rent-A-Coop, and they said to me a while ago, what is something you want to see in the chicken world as far as products go? And I said I wanted a watering system that I could use a rain barrel for. It would be big and fill up with water, and I would only have to worry about every so often. I have this gutter system on my chicken run so the water doesn't get in. I could definitely hook a rain barrel up to this system here, but the only problem with that is our roof here is under a lot of trees, so we do get a ton of debris up there. And we also have about 150 blue heron nests over here, and their flight path is right over top my coop. They're always dropping poop on top of the roof, which would lead to contamination, especially if something like the bird flu was going around. So instead, I am using a 55-gallon water drum. I'm gonna use that, fill it with the hose, and then put the hose away, and only have to fill it up so often. The biggest issue we have with our watering buckets right now, which I love these buckets, I love the nipple and the cup system. The only problem is this hose is always out in the yard, and my husband's like, I have to move it every time I mow. He doesn't really sound like that. All right, step one, I made a little platform for my rain barrel to sit on. That way the water level is high enough to flow down the pipes. So the rain barrel I bought was this one. Well, the lid doesn't come off. So I can't reach in to thread the shutoff valve from the inside because it's a hole this big and it's 55 gallons. So my dad had this one, and we're gonna drill a hole in this one. But I don't have the drill that I need. I only have the impact driver. So let me show you real quick. There's a shutoff valve that comes with this kit that you can attach to any bucket. You can use a big, huge barrel. You can use a 5-gallon bucket. The kit also comes with a float valve kit. So you can set up this bucket, this small bucket, set up a float valve, attach a hose to it, and then just let it go. And the float valve will tell the hose when to turn off and when not to fill it up. I'm not gonna do that because we don't want a hose through our yard. So we're gonna use this. We're gonna fill it up with the hose and then put the hose away at the end of the day. And then this should last a long time. Now, this is the little shutoff valve that you attach on here. So you have to drill a hole, push it through, and this part here, you thread from the inside. So this comes with a hole saw. This whole kit comes like this. The hole saw comes with it, and I just don't have the drill to hold this. I'm waiting for my dad. He's gonna bring me a drill. In the meantime, while we're waiting, let me show you how this little glueless system works to connect your PVC pipes. You have this option here, which is an elbow, the coupler here, which will connect 2 pipes in a straight line. And then there's also the union T, which connects 3 pipes together in a T shape. So this here, we're gonna unscrew this connector, drop it on the floor, and then we're gonna push the PVC pipe through here. This is a 1/2 inch 40 schedule pipe. Okay, and then you saw the little rubber washers in there too. And then you're going to push the PVC pipe into this side, like that, nice and snug. And then you're gonna push this across and we're gonna connect it here. All right, nice and snug. And I can get that a little bit tighter. Came with a tool here to tighten it up, but I'm gonna try to pull it apart here. As you can see, it's not going anywhere. It's gonna be leak proof. It's gonna be nice and sturdy. So that's how you do it. Some supplies you're gonna need besides what comes in the S.N.A.P kit. You're gonna need some 1/2 inch PVC pipe. This is schedule 40. I just got 4. I don't even think I'm gonna need this many. I think they were like $3 a piece. You're gonna need something to cut the PVC pipe with. I just grabbed one of these. And you're gonna need a drill. It comes with the hole saws that you need that are perfect size, so you don't need to worry about that.
Put a downspout in there.
Dad came in clutch with a black barrel instead of blue. All right, this looks less trashy. Thanks, Dad. We already attached the shutoff valve, so you just drill a hole in here and then attach it on the inside, and the water can flow out, and you can turn it off and on based on whether or not you want the water flowing out of it. Then you can, turn it off when you need to work on your piping system. And then off of that, I just put a little piece of PVC. We've got the elbow piece here, another elbow down here, and that's gonna lead our PVC through here, and then we're gonna build our water system on the inside. All right, I cleaned out the barrel, disinfected the inside, filled it with some water, and did a little test. The water flows perfectly, no leaks, so we're gonna continue on. The next step was to make sure that all the holes were even in the PVC pipe. The kit comes with the exact drill bit that you need to create the holes. So first I'm just going to measure it out, and then I'm going to use my really fancy clamp, aka my boot, to hold it in place to make sure that it doesn't move while I drill the holes. This is really easy. You just have to make sure you don't go through the other side, which is pretty hard to do actually. So just drill the holes where you want them. Make sure they're all in the same spot on the PVC pipe. You don't want any of them going down too far around the other side. And then you can decide if you want to use the nipple waterers or if you want to use the cups. I'm going to put both on mine. If I had the choice, I would just do the nipple waterers, but I do have a cross-peak chicken who can't get water out of these very easily. So I do have to put some cups on there for her. That way she is able to drink water. But the nipple ones are way easier to keep clean, in my opinion. These ones just take a little extra step. So there's this little clamp that holds the waterers in place. You just kind of slide it onto the PVC pipe, line it up with the holes, tighten it up. I did forget to put the washer in it at first, so that will cause it to leak. So you want to make sure you add the washer in there. So ignore the fact that I don't have mine on here right now. I just recorded the video without me doing it, but I had to go back and put them on when I realized it was leaking. So you just clamp these into place, and then you're going to twist the nipple waterer or the cup into the hole. All right, another really cool feature that this comes with are these little clamps that help hold the whole system onto whatever surface you're using. So these ones I'm using here are for the hardware cloth or chicken wire or any kind of fencing that you want to attach it to. It also comes with just metal screws that you can use on these to attach it to wood if you want to. You just snap them into place, and then you're going to screw in a little holder from the other side of the hardware cloth. The system comes with end caps too, so you can see on the left side there, my pipe is open. I definitely had to add an end cap there before I turned the water on. So here I am just pushing those little holders in through the wire, and then I'm going to go around to the other side of the coop. That way I can attach the little spinners. These are really technical terms, by the way. Attach the little spinners to the other side of the screw to make sure it stabilizes it and holds it in place on the wire. All right, ladies, let's give it a try. We're gonna open up the valve. All right, nothing's leaking here. I do hear the water flowing. Oh, did you find some water? All right, here's how I had it set up the first time. The wing nuts on the holders that keep the waterers attached were on backwards. So I took the entire thing apart, took it in my house, and switched it. Here's what they looked like before with the wing nuts on the back side, and then I switched them to look like this one. So it took a little bit of time, about maybe 20 minutes, and I had it all switched the right way and put it back on. And here's how these ones work if you've never seen them. The chickens just tap the metal part and water comes out. Here's my girl Jenny getting a drink. My chickens know how to use these, so it was pretty easy, but you can train yours too. The next step for me is to add some cement pavers underneath this to kind of catch the drips and, just have it look nice. And then I'll also add another layer down lower of the waterers. That way, when I have babies in the coop, they can reach them as well. Until next time, keep chicken keeping pure and simple.